Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Thanks everybody, guys. Let's take a look in the gold market as usual. So currently it's a very interesting situation around the gold market, and mostly not by technical situation on the intraday charts, on the daily charts, but mostly as fundamental situations in geopolitics and financial factors. So today we have put some views from the Goldman Sachs on the Morningstar analysis on the gold market, and both of them expect that gold market will drop in 2018 and 2019, and the 13-even area will be reestablished mostly in the 2020 year. So we think that mostly this analysis underestimate the impact of the geopolitical factor, because right now the processes that we see are going in the world, mostly in the politics sphere. It has not real big lighting in mass media. It's a bit shadowed and hidden under curtain of some secondary events that not really play a big role. So previously I already have talked about this. So for example, the last launch of the North Korea rocket that has flown over Japan. So mass media has put this event just in the chain of some events in the North Korea. It's nothing special. So what's really interesting? Yes, another attempt to launch the nuclear rocket by the North Korea. This we saw before many times, but you just need to think what really has happened. So the rocket has launched over the heads of the Japan, so on the territory of the Japan. So is it normal when the nuclear rockets of the different government and the different country just flies here and there above your head and nothing really happens? So just imagine that some rockets are flying over the America. It's launched by the North Korea. It's nothing really to talk about it, right? So that's just the absurd. And what reality stands for is why the United States fleet with the Aegis system has not put this rocket down. It's the major question that we have to ask here, because in fact Japan stands on the cover of the United States in the anti-missile system. So it means that two conclusions we could make. First one is that America either can't hit the rocket, or it's really big chance to miss, to put it down, or somebody just didn't let America to do this. This is the first. Second, it leads to a very simple conclusion that it means that America can't protect the interest of its allies in the world and could guarantee the protection against some countries as North Korea, for example. What if you're a government, if you're a governor of some country, for example Japan, what you try to do? Definitely you will lose the belief in the protection of the United States, and that will put you to some steps in other direction. So this is actually was very important moment in the geopolitical life that was not that hasn't got the good discussion and popularity in the mass media. It was hidden, and trying to pass it through the mass media just as a secondary events, nothing more. And we saw a lot of such kind of events in the previous months. So as it tried to be disguised in the mass media, I think that the investors just do not give the corresponding weight to the geopolitical factors in the life, as a driving factor of the gold market. That's why we think that this gold market will get, in the long-term perspective, much more support from the geopolitical factors rather than many analysts think right now. So that's why we have mostly bullish view on the gold market. That's about the long term. So if you'd like to read the opinion of the Goldman Sachs and Morningstar analysis, you could read it in our weekly research. Speaking in the short-term perspective, guys, in a daily chart, market shows really significant strength. So in the last two sessions, we have got first very good acceleration, tail close, and here on Friday, mostly some kind of an indecision candle. Market already has passed for the major 1326, 1330 resistance. Here we've got yearly pivot resistance one. Here was also important ABCD target stand through 1326, but it already has been passed by the market. Now market actually is just struggling with monthly pivot resistance one. And actually, market has no real barriers above it. So we don't have any big fib levels, any targets, pivots, in an area till the next target. Next target stands in 1377, 1380 area. It means that the chance on the direct upward continuation is very significant. Yes, minor retracements here and there could happen, so some harmonic retracements is possible. So you can see market actually here is forming very nice harmonic swings. So if you clone this line, you will get approximately the same retracements has been done during the whole rally. It was different speed, so here is a bit faster, here is a bit slower, but the depth of the retracement is almost the same. So yes, market could show here and there some minor reactions, but this will probably be minor retracement. And we probably should be ready mostly for the upward continuation. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have intraday pattern that we could discuss. On the first glance, it's really nothing special, but in reality, guys, here we have the brand by the buy. It just can't be seen clearly because it's too small action here compared to the whole rally. Because if I'll increase the scale of this chart, you will see it's more definitely. Because take a look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles to the upside. Let's plot it in the moving average here. We have the 2 close below the 3 by 3 and reaching of 50% fib support. So here's the stop of the Jordan Napoli brand body trades. Minimal requirements of bars and all requirements of the brand body trade has been completed. Now this could become the chance for possible taking the long position with the upward continuation. If we will get lucky, so indeed market could take it out of the stop and just continue move high. If not, at least the minor bounce here probably could happen. Actually, by this retracement, market just completed our stop on Friday, so we said that retracement could happen, but probably it will be small. This market could just trying to retest this previous stops. And in general, guys, on the coming week, we will have very limited downside potential because take a look, the daily oversold stands at the 1305. So the maximum retracement that we could expect is maybe 1360 or 13 even, just retesting of the previous stops that we have talked previously. So that's what we'll be watching for on coming week. Also, if we'll take a look at the hourly chart, you will see that here market has formed very nicely looking bullish engulfing pattern. That could trigger at least some minor ABCD retracement. But, as I said, it also could become the starting action for upward continuation. So, let's see how the situation will develop on the next week.